Hello everyone. Today is Wednesday, May 1st. I'm John Webb.
And I'm Helena Gladman, topping our news today. Local crime has hit New Concord. Northside Pharmacy on Main Street was robbed at gunpoint today by an unknown assailant. Orbit Media News correspondents Christine Holmes and Brett Bender have more.
I'm Christine Holmes, reporting outside of Northside Pharmacy on Main Street in New Concord, just hours after an armed robbery.
Police Chief of New Concord, Trevor Hayes, speaks on behalf of the robbery.
Today, just after 1 o'clock, a man walked into the store demanding cash and drugs. And at that time, they complied, and he got away with an undisclosed amount of items and money. We're still investigating at this time.
Chief Hayes describes the profile of the suspect.
Just he's wearing a blue hooded sweatshirt. That's about all we've got at this moment.
Fortunately, no one was injured. Chief Hayes adds this.
There was a customer inside the store, but everybody inside was fine. Nobody was hurt or threatened or anything at that point that their lives were in immediate danger. So everybody is fine and okay, and everything went well as far as that goes.
We will be bringing you up to date as the story develops. For Orbit Media News, I'm Christine Holmes.
The event that followed the carnival was a first for Muskie Palooza goers. The Cardboard Boat Regatta was an event where students got to make a boat with only duct tape and cardboard boxes. With the results from the event, Orbit Media News correspondent Amanda Milliken has more on the story.
The waivers were signed, spectators took their spots around the pond, and the only thing left to do was get into the pond and start the race. The highly anticipated Cardboard Boat Regatta brought a large crowd. This newly added event was a way to add more to Muskie Palooza. There were many greatly decorated boats such as the Black Pearl, Rubber Ducky, and a Muskie-themed boat. Once the race started, it became easy to tell whose boat functioned well and who would have to struggle to clinch the win. The Busch Light boat took the win as fastest boat. Shane Dance and Steve Stooksbury thought the event was great and were both excited and exhausted after the race.
It was a lot more challenging than we thought, but
I was kind of surprised when we got to the pillar and we were the first team there and everyone else was sinking, but we got out there like, wow, dude, we're up in front. We're leading this.
Other winners were Duck Dynasty with Willie for the Golden Boat Award and the Batman team for Best Decorated Boat.
We were standing in Walmart and we just saw some duct tape that was glow-in-the-dark Batman, and we just ran with it. So we decided to go with a Batmobile, called it the Boatmobile.
And then we had to get the matching costume. We knew the chances of me actually winning the race were slim, but you know, it floated, and I think we're happy that it floated.
With excitement and a turnout like this, should Muskingum give this another go in the future?
Heck yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
Yes! Yes! Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
I think they should do this every year, and I think next year they should have faculty boats. Because I'll build one for next year if there's a faculty race.
But does Amber Zipsall agree?
Yes!
And the Busch Light boat just rode away in victory. For Orbit Media News, I'm Amanda Milliken.
On Muskingum's campus, there have been magenta ribbons tied onto trees, benches, railings, and more. These ribbons are a part of the senior class gift. They resemble a visual reminder of the scholarships and financial aid that the university has invested for the current senior class since their freshman year. In order to raise money for the class to give back to the university, the senior class is selling t-shirts. The proceeds from the sale will go back to Muskingum to help students that need financial assistance. For more information, contact the senior class president, Katie Sims.
On Wednesday, April 24th, the band Fever Fever performed in the Chess Center for an event sponsored by WMCO. The band was originally planned to play on the East Lawn, but due to weather issues was moved into the Chess Center. Orbit Media News correspondent Luke Carmichael has more about this up-and-coming band.
The band Fever Fever came and performed at Muskingum University as the first part of their 2013 New England Spring Tour. WMCO hosted the event. Zach Taylor from the band explains how he felt the show went.
Yeah, tonight was cool. We just had a nice condensed crowd, but they were a great crowd. They clapped and had fun, and we all had fun. So it was a good night.
Band member Drew Murfin spoke about how Fever Fever came to be.
The band started when we were in high school. Wes and I we were on the basketball team together and found out we played music. So I really didn't play instruments really, so I kind of learned, and along with a couple of other guys, and we just started as a crappy garage band and just built our way up, and now we're touring pretty much full time, and it really kind of started out of friendships and wanting to turn that into something musical.
Band member Wes Slack speaks on behalf of the New England tour.
And we've been there before, and people have liked it. And so we're going to some new places. We're going to Connecticut, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania. I think we're going to play about 10 or 11 dates all in all. And so we're really looking forward to it.
The tour is an acoustic set, and Fever Fever's main bass player couldn't come on the tour last minute. Andrew Bashaw explains what he had to do to make it on this tour.
Well, they gave me a list of 22 songs to learn by today, and this was Monday, I believe, that I received the list. So I definitely spent a lot of time listening to those songs and trying to get them in my head so I would remember them all, because that's a lot of songs to try to remember at one time, and especially bass, which is not my main instrument. So, but it was fun. I wanted to do it so that I could come on this, so I'm really glad I did.
Fever Fever played a great show. They plan to return to Muskingum to play a full set in the near future. From Orbit Media News, I'm Luke Carmichael.
That's all for the news. Up next is Meg with your Muskie weather forecast.
And after that will be Brian Clemens with your Muskie sports update. Stay tuned on the Muskie Daily.
Hello, I'm Meg Neglich with your Muskie weather forecast for the week. First, let's start off with how tonight will shape up. It will be mostly clear with a low around 51. Tomorrow we can expect yet another beautiful day with a high near 76 and bright sunny skies. Tomorrow night will look very familiar as the low will be around 51 degrees along with the mostly clear skies. So definitely try to get outside tomorrow as the weather will be great. Now let's take a look at the extended forecast heading into next week. Friday, we will see mostly sunny skies with a high near 75. And then going into Saturday, we will expect mostly sunny skies with a high near 72. So it'll cool off a little bit, but still be really nice. Sunday will be partly sunny along with a high of 69. So this weekend is the weekend to get out and enjoy the sun. But that's it for the weather. Stay tuned for Brian Clemens, who will have the latest sports action for you right here on Muskie Daily.
Hello, I'm Brian Clemens here with your Muskie Sports Update. The OAC Conference Championships took place this past weekend at the University of Mount Union. Many of the Muskies ended their careers at the conference meet, and a select few will travel on to the last chance events to qualify for the national championships. Orbit Media News correspondent Travis Crawford has more.
The Muskingum University track and field team competed at the Ohio Athletic Conference Championships Friday and Saturday, where the men placed 8th and the girls placed 9th. Senior Chase Addy and freshman Tim Fox with junior Greg Grove all earned All-OC honors. Addy won the championship in the pole vault with a mark of 15 feet 1.5 inch. Fox also placed 3rd in the pole vault with a clearance of 15 feet 1.5 inch. Grove finished 3rd in the triple jump with a leap of 43 feet 11 3/4 inches. Grove also placed 4th in the long jump with a mark of 22 feet 1 3/4 inch. Freshman Allison Gillison and senior Katie Sidwell both earned All-OC accolades with their performances. Gilliland finished second in the hammer toss with a throw of 151 feet 2 inches. Sidwell rounded out her OAC championship career with a third-place finish in the discus with a throw of 123 feet. Select Muskies will compete next weekend at a last chance event to attempt to qualify for the national championships. For Orbit Media Sports, I'm Travis Crawford.
Muskingum University football has begun spring practices for the upcoming season. Missing for the Muskies was quarterback C.J. Snyder, who recently underwent a minor knee surgery. The Muskies are expecting Snyder to be ready to go for the upcoming season. Unfortunately, the Muskies are losing top defensive linemen Steve Stooksbury, Logan Ladd, and Jake Analock. Coach Logan said it's too early to know who will replace them, but has some guys in mind. The Muskies open their season on September 7th at Waynesburg. Muskie baseball is in action this weekend. The baseball team hosts the University of Mount Union in a doubleheader on Saturday. The men are unable to make the OAC tournament, so they will try to play spoiler, as the Purple Raiders still have an outside chance of making the OAC tournament. The softball team's season has come to a close. They finished the season with a record of 28-12, with a 9-9 record in the OAC. They will now begin preparations for next season, when they will return many players from this season's team. That's all for sports. Up next, we'll head over to the desk for The Hook.
YouTube sensation Trey Melvin made a visit to Muskingum University. You may have seen Trey Melvin in his comedic videos online. Trey, at the moment, has about 440,000 subscribers. Trey met with Orbit Media News correspondent Luke Carmichael to give his inside story.
YouTube superstar Trey Melvin made a visit to Muskingum University. Trey is a YouTube personality with a channel where he makes funny YouTube videos. His videos have evolved, and now he has 420,000 subscribers and over 37 million views overall on his channel. He makes a living off YouTube. Here's his story.
I didn't start off a YouTube personality. I was actually just bored. my first semester of college, I was pretty much the only person on campus for fall break, and I was headed to the computer lab, and I was basically just trying to put out like a funny video to my friends on Facebook, make everybody laugh, and they all watched it. It was hysterical, and everybody told me to put it on YouTube. First celebrity that I had tweet me was Whoopi Goldberg. Yes, and she told me, she said, I'm a huge fan of your show, funny, 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 stay original. And I didn't even see the tweet. I only saw it because my fans saw it and were like, oh my gosh, Whoopi tweeted you. I was like, what? And I went to her profile and saw that, she tweeted me. It's taken off since day one. I think I gained 1,000 subscribers in a week. And I think I hit 100,000 views in a week in 4 days. And it's crazy looking back on that now, knowing that I'll get 100,000 views in a second now, opposed to I was so excited when I hit oh my gosh, 100,000 views. So yeah, I'm coming up on 400,000 subscribers now, 37 million views worldwide. Have an amazing fan base, just all around the world. Right now, I have some licensing deals that I'm working on, making the show go pay-per-view.
From Orbit Media News, I'm Luke Carmichael.
That's it for the Muskie Daily. You can check out more programming at orbitmediaonline.com.
Today was the last day of classes of the school year, and we'll be tuned out until next semester.
Thanks for watching, and have a great week. See you next semester.